They migrate for survival. It's in their nature. They were never meant to stay in one place. Borders mean very little to them. They embark on an incredible journey of nearly 4,000 kilometers each year. This journey is difficult and many will die along the way. Most of them will not live long enough to migrate back, but their future generations will live on and continue their legacy of cross-border living.
Monarch butterflies do what they have to do to survive, and so do people. They migrate. We have a lot in common with monarch butterflies. Just like them, we're migrants. Just like our parents, just like our ancestors.
Today we're in the beautiful state of Michoacan visiting a monarch butterfly sanctuary. It's an amazing thing to experience and we're super excited to share this with you.
We have lots of great tips and important things for you to know if this is something you'd like to experience, and I hope you do because we haven't even entered the sanctuary yet and we're already in love with this magical town. We rented a car and drove from Queretaro to Angangueo Michoacan, stopping to stretch our legs in Tlalpujahua, a pueblo magico known for its incredible handmade Christmas ornaments. It was a lovely town and we definitely want to come back in December to see it in full Christmas mode. FYI, if you prefer not to drive, they do sell tours that leave out of Queretaro, Morelia, and Mexico City.
Angangueo is a pueblo mágico in the mountains of Michoacan. It is approximately 8,460 feet above sea level. That is 1,000 feet higher than Mexico City. This is where we recommend that you book at least 1 or 2 nights so that you can enjoy the town as well as the butterfly reserves.
Right now it's pretty quiet because it's Monday, but yesterday, Sunday afternoon when we arrived, the town square was in full swing with people enjoying ice cream, antojitos, and of course, the beautiful weather. This town's official name is Mineral de Angangueo because of its rich but also tragic mining history. It's nicknamed El Pueblo que se niega a morir, the town that refuses to die, because despite their challenges, they rise, proving themselves resilient against tragedies like the deaths of workers in the mines, facing economic decline when the mines closed, and a landslide from heavy rains that killed 30 people and destroyed many homes. Now, Angangueo thrives on tourism thanks to the nearby butterfly sanctuaries. This town's really small, so there's not a whole lot to do or see, but there's something particularly incredible and unexpected that we found here that we're really excited to show you. So stick around because after the butterflies, we're gonna share something really special. Come check this out.
No way.
Before we enter the sanctuary, we're having some quesadillas de tortilla de maíz azul. This is flor de calabaza, café de olla. This is the best way to start this morning. I'm so stoked for this. I've been looking forward to this experience for so long. Monarch butterflies are just these beautiful, majestic animals, and I seriously can't believe that we're finally here. By the way, I came prepared with my monarch butterfly sombrero that I bought in Michoacan almost 2 years ago. It was already a year ago? It was a year ago when we were in Quiroga. I manifested this experience to happen. I just wanted to point out that this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site for the preservation that is done to conserve the area and attract the monarch butterflies and give them a safe space to be in the winter.
From Angangueo, you have 3 options for butterfly reserves: El Rosario, Sierra Chincua, and Zanguillo. We'll be visiting El Rosario, which is about a 45-minute drive from Angangueo. It's really not far, but the terrain is a bit rough, so we drove slowly. Admission to the park is 100 pesos per adult and it's cash only.
There are 2 ways to get up there. You could walk up there, which is a 40-minute hike, or you could also rent a horse for 170 pesos.
Rent a horse? I mean, ride a horse. What if you don't know how to horse ride? So as part of our hike, we get a tour guide that's going to lead the way and answer any questions that we have about monarch butterflies. Our guide, Doña Eva, nuestra guía, was just telling us about how all the flora here is intentionally for the monarchs to feed on. And I saw this plant and I thought, could this be the same one that we saw in Angangueo, the tea, the té de monte that I just learned about? And she said, actually, no, it's not, but you see these little holes? That's the butterflies having chewed on them. They suck the nectar from these flowers. And that's why you see them flying all around, and that's what attracts them to this reservation. Phew, this hike is a straight hike up, out of breath. And she was also just telling us how when the tourists are out of breath and struggling to breathe from the altitude, they give them that tea, el té de monte, which is also apparently an aphrodisiac. So I guess it helps with a lot of things, huh?
This hike is approximately 2.5 kilometers. We can take you anywhere from 45 minutes to 1 hour and 30, depending on your pace.
Yeah, since it's straight up, it looks like we might take about the hour. We're getting closer. Look at them. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow. You see all this? They're flying in the sun. And we're not even there yet. We're gonna keep going. This isn't even the main place we're going. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at them.
Oh my God. There's so many. Look, so beautiful. It's a parade of butterflies.
Wow. Say hi. This is our YouTube video.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Jenny.
Jamie too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
That's
But
crazy.
my name is with G, not with J.
Oh,
With J.
okay. I'm with a J.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is crazy. We're walking and we're like, hey,
Oh
I heard
my
you speak
God.
English. She's from Chicago. We're like, me too. Berwin. Cicero. Hey.
I was working in Chicago Public School.
Oh.
So I retired.
We were just talking about how there's so many people from Michoacan in Chicago.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So we arrived to a little tiny creek where the butterflies come and drink water. So you see tons of them drinking water. It's so precious. I've never seen anything like this.
We hiked slowly and quietly so as not to disturb or scare away the butterflies, and enjoying every moment of serenity in this forest.
Look through the trees. I think it's really hard to capture on camera, but if you look where the sunlight is, they're all among the trees up there. But this is as far as we can go. You really have to watch your step because the ones on the ground aren't always dead. Sometimes they're just warming up in the sun, or they're mating like these little guys who've been going at it pretty hard for a few minutes. This is the most magical experience of my life. I can't believe that I'm among millions and millions of monarch butterflies. This is unbelievable. These are just such beautiful creatures. And not just beautiful, but important to the planet and important culturally. The original Purepecha peoples here in Michoacan associate the monarch butterflies with the arrival of the souls of the dead because they coincide with the date of Dia de Muertos. So it is believed that the monarch butterflies carry their souls as they arrive in November.
To see all these butterflies is very emotional for me. About 4 or 5 years ago, my great-grandmother passed away, and I got to learn more about her after she passed away. It turns out that she's actually from Michoacan / the state of Mexico. And when we buried her, she's known as a monarch butterfly. Her and my great-grandfather migrated a lot in Mexico, from Michoacan to Veracruz. I feel like they're here with us right now in this moment.
You know, apparently the monarch butterfly has its origins in the Great Lakes region of North America, so the southern part of Canada and then the northern part of the U.S.
So their origins are between the borders?
Sort of. Here's the interesting thing about monarch butterflies. The same generation that migrates south for the winter isn't necessarily the same one that returns north a year later. And during their journey, it'll take 3, maybe 4 generations for them to reach their destination. It is truly amazing that the monarch butterflies know how to get to their overwintering destination, even though this generation has never before even been to Mexico. But just like us, like Kevin and I, their roots call to them.
We were born in the USA. Our parents were born in Mexico. They left due to poor conditions and in search of a better life. And honestly, our lives in Chicago were really fine. But Mexico was calling us, and now this place feels so much more like home than Chicago.
Before borders, our ancestors roamed the American continent in search of a home. Colonization happened and walls were built. But like butterflies, humans have always been inclined to migrate. I don't think we're meant to stay in one place forever. We're migrants, and not just seasonal ones. We've chosen to make a life in Mexico. Thanks to our parents' hard work and sacrifices, we have 2 nationalities, 2 cultures, 2 languages, and the blessing and privilege to come and go throughout the Americas as we please. Not all migrants get to do what Kevin and I and the monarch butterflies get to do. And that is a big gift and the biggest gratitude that I feel as I sit here. But I have some bad news. These migrants are in danger. The 2023-24 winter season recorded the second lowest migration of monarch butterflies with a 59% drop compared to last year. 59%. That's almost a 2/3 of reduction in the amount of monarch butterflies that made it to Mexico, and that's really concerning. If you'd like to do something to help out the monarchs, we're leaving a link in the description for more information.
Being here with all the butterflies makes me feel a bit emotional because about 4 or 5 years ago, my great-grandmother passed away. My great-grandmother was also from this area in Michoacan, borderline with the state of Mexico. Being here makes me feel close to her. When she passed away, on her tomb, she got the monarch butterfly because her and my great-grandfather migrated a lot within Mexico. They left Michoacan to go to Veracruz. Being here, I feel close to her, and I also feel like I get the opportunity to be with other ancestors that I didn't get to meet. Whew, so we're down. It took us about an hour to go up.
And then half the time to come down.
Probably because we rolled half the way here.
It was slippery, so good shoes are really key for this. Speaking of which, now that we've done the experience, we have some really good tips to share with you. Number 1, it's important to know that the monarch butterflies begin arriving to Michoacan in late October to early November, and they depart for their journey north sometime in March. So the best times to visit the reserves are around December, January, and February. And number 2, you want to arrive in the early hours of the morning and on a sunny day. We arrived around 9-10 a.m. We took our time having coffee, quesadillas, and we got to the top at about 11 a.m. It was still a bit chilly, but by noon, the sun was at its highest and the butterflies started flying around everywhere. The butterflies like to fly when it's warm. And if it's cold and cloudy and the sun's not out, then they'll be sticking by the trees and you just won't have that same magical experience. Number 3, make sure you wear the appropriate clothing. And if you're going in the morning, bring a sweater, and of course you'll want to bring the right shoes. I didn't bring the right shoes. I brought white sneakers. This is a woody area, so if it's not muddy, it's definitely gonna be dusty. Should have brought something more appropriate for hiking, but do better than me. Don't bring anything that you don't want to get dirty. And lastly, if you don't want to hike up, you can also ride the horse, which will take you most of the way. It looks like they're charging somewhere between 150 to 180 pesos each way, so you can either take it up or you can take it back down. So we have some friends we want to introduce you to. Hey! This is Isela and Kyle, some really good friends of ours and longtime Patreon members in the Salsa Que Pica membership. Thank you guys so much for not only your support to our channel, you guys have been longtime supporters, but for joining us last minute on this trip to see the butterflies. You guys have been the best company, so thank you so much. How's it been?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing, wonderful time. A few scrapes, but it was all worth it.
I know, my legs are still shaking from
whatever they said
down.
about the hike, it's not true. It's no problem at all. You can get there 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just kidding. Just kidding.
That was quite the hike.
It's all been a blast.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for
something
joining
you have
us.
to see in person. Though.
For real, right? Like
real.
almost like the cameras doesn't do it justice.
Right.
We invited them like, I don't know, the day before that we
The
decided
night
to
before.
come, and these guys came
And we
in
said,
clutch.
yes, definitely. We'll
Those
be
are the
there.
kind of people we need in our lives. Yes.
So we hope this experience was memorable for you guys, and
5
we look forward
stars?
to more
Yes.
memories.
5
6 stars.
6 stars? Okay,
Yep,
you
we're
heard it. We're good tour guides, right?
Definitely.
You guys hungry? You ready to eat?
Let's go
Let's
eat.
go. I'm starving.
Starving.
In the parking area, the restaurants all sell really the same menu. It's carne asada, chile relleno, pollo con mole, and milanesa de pollo.
Handmade tortillas.
Oh yeah, the handmade tortillas cannot be missed. We came back to the same place that we had breakfast at.
Monarch butterflies do what they have to do to survive, and so do people. They migrate. Here in Angangueo, we found something we didn't expect to see. Babe, come check this out. Come check this out. Do you see what I see? Do you see that?
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
What?
No way. Oh look, there's a mural here.
Wow.
Ooh, agave.
Oh,
Look.
look, the Mexican, Canadian, and American
Is this the
flag.
Canadian flag? You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see the maple leaf.
Wow.
Wow, why is this here? Is that a beaver? Beaver dam? What? Wow, this is beautiful. It looks freshly painted too.
So the reason we got up here is because our Airbnb host asked me if I can come get the keys. He's like, and that you can come up here even though your Airbnb is on the other side of town, but at least you get the opportunity to see El Monumento al Minero.
And we're like, Monumento al Minero. We're like, okay, but this is so much
This
more
is gorgeous.
than a Monumento al Minero. This seems to be a tribute.
To us.
Yeah, wait a minute, hold on. Look, you got Quetzalcoatl. No way,
Oy.
look at this.
Chicago, baby.
It's the bean. What the heck? I thought it was funny. You were like, oh, this looks like it's for us, but now I believe you. Oh my God, look.
I wore the perfect shirt for this, Windy City.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Wait,
and nopales.
what is the bean doing here? I get it now. Now that
Oh my God.
Now that I'm looking at that with this, it makes sense now.
Oh my God, I got goosebumps.
You guys need to see this.
This went from like really cool to very emotional.
You guys need to see this. Check this out. I am completely and utterly in awe at this art. So emotionally moved by this. So many families are separated at the border, making difficult decisions they shouldn't have to make. And these statues, a man wearing his belongings on his back, a woman with her baby, a family separated by a wall, bars, barbed wire, while ironically, the migrant butterflies are flying right over that, flying freely between borders, while these families can't. We come from immigrant families. We're migrants ourselves because we've moved from the US to Mexico. We have roots here. And this monument here is a reminder, a tribute to all the families that have had to migrate out of necessity for survival, to thrive, but still have such a love for their home. And there's lots of people out there like that in all kinds of countries, not just from Michoacan, not just from Mexico. Today's crisis in Venezuela, for example, has people migrating to many different parts of the world. And it hurts to see intolerance from people over and over again when there are people in need and wanting to simply improve their conditions. So as much as we care for butterflies, I wish others would care about people, human beings who have the need to migrate too.
I might not be from Angangueo, but I feel so connected to this place. The Chicago bean, the nopales. You know, my parents migrated to the United States and they have these statues representing something really, really close to home.
In honor of people who've had to leave their legacy in their hometown, showing courage for better conditions for their family, far from them, but close to their hearts.
Look, Jenny, it looks like these stars are here for the sponsors of the people that helped establish this. And it's Calor.org Chicago, Durango Unido Chicago, Casa Guerrero Chicago, CDMX Chicago.
Yup, you got another family from Chicago, Familia Verdín Telles, La Grandeza del Pueblo es el Amor y la Unión Familiar. Casa Tenochtitlán, Chicago, Valeria y Ernesto Vázquez Cruz. La Voz de Latinoamérica en Chicago, Carlos Rojas de Morelos. Wow, look, they even drew a little Sears Tower on there. If you made it to the end of this video, you're awesome. Thank you, and be sure to drop some butterfly emojis in the comments below to show this video some love.
Se cuidan, se bañan y nos vemos hasta la próxima.
Ciao.